आज का वन वीडियो का टॉपिक है अनहेल्दी ऑब्सेशन विद आर्टिस्ट और एनी काइंड ऑफ आर्ट्स और एनी काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट.
Okay.
तो मैं जानना चाहता हूँ, when did your obsession with an artist or a piece of literature or a piece of art get unhealthy, and which one was it?
I wouldn't say it was unhealthy, but there was this particular author that I was talking about in every second video because I was very influenced by her writing. And it was so bad that I had to stop myself. And even now, I still haven't gotten over that phase. I want to recommend her to more people, but I'm just like, hey Vaani, ho gaya, stop. It was Deborah Levy.
I thought you would say Agha Shahid Ali.
I'm still in that phase. That's an unhealthy obsession I still haven't grown out of. So I did not mention that. Yeah. But Deborah Levy, I have to force myself. Like, jab bhi I recommend it to a guest, I send a note as well. Please cut that part out. Because ye bahut baar ho chuka hai. But then it's just, I wouldn't say it was unhealthy, but yeah, I just stopped recommending anyone else. Because I was like, hey, this is a must if you want to understand feminism.
This is called the Moneyball syndrome. When you forget that you have a channel with 90,000 subscribers where you have to still do your job and not recommend Moneyball all the time. This is the Moneyball syndrome. Ki haan, bas Moneyball dekho nahi. So,
and it's such a nice thing. You have a merch. We have merch dedicated to both Moneyball and Deborah Levy.
Oh yes. Our biggest obsessions. You have so हमारी merch है जहाँ पे येलो कलर की एक टी-शर्ट है जो डेबरा लेवी की है, जो मेरा ऑब्सेशन है उसकी मनीबॉल की है.
Right.
तो
Yeah. What about you? Does it end at Moneyball?
हाँ यार, मतलब एक टाइम के बाद वही है कि मेरे को लगता है कि it's okay to be unapologetic about it as long as you have sense of reality.
Yeah.
If you stop having sense of reality, then मेरे को लगता है कि ये unhealthy हो सकता है. And जब आप सेंस ऑफ रियलिटी खो देते हो और आप हो गए कि ब्रो, इट्स लाइक कि हाउ सम पीपल आर शाहरुख खान फैंस, हाउ सम पीपल आर लाइक स्पोर्ट्स फैंस, लाइक एक टाइम के बाद कि इसीलिए एक मूवी भी बनी थी द फैन जो शाहरुख के ऊपर है, वेयर ही हैज टॉक्ड अबाउट कि हाउ ऑब्सेशंस कैन गेट अनहेल्दी, राइट? तो I still don't think I would kill anyone if they haven't seen Moneyball, and I don't think I've reached there yet.
He'll just break friendships.
Yeah, we can like मतलब वही वाली चीज़ है. But yes, I'll talk about the artist वाला one that I'm still obsessed with, जो आपके Deborah Levy है, वो मेरे Ray Bradbury है. क्योंकि मेरा filmmaker वाला कम हो गया. Like आज की डेट में I'm not obsessed with Richard Linklater the way I was obsessed with him like 7-8 years back.
Right.
But I'm still obsessed with Ray Bradbury the way I was obsessed with him 5 years back. It hasn't subsided. Again, pieces of art जब आते हैं, I am still obsessed with Succession, but I don't think कि Succession is everything, right? There was a Better Call Saul phase.
Yeah.
Because there's this beautiful line by Maria Popova, you should have multiple obsessions.
Right.
तो अगर आपको सिर्फ एक ही ऑब्सेशन मिला ना, मतलब लोग यही बोलते हैं कि सबसे दुनिया में खतरनाक लोग वो होते हैं जिन्होंने सिर्फ एक किताब पढ़ी है, क्योंकि दैट बिकम्स देयर होल आइडियोलॉजी. एंड यू नो, आयन रैंड के साथ ज़्यादा दिक्कत ये नहीं है कि वो किताबें जैसी लगती हैं, कुछ लोगों की लाइफ में वो एक ही किताब होती है जिन्होंने एक टाइम पे पढ़ी होती है. अगर आप 5 और पढ़ रहे थे, आई डोंट थिंक इट्स रॉन्ग टू रीड आयन रैंड, राइट? तो यू नीड टू हैव मल्टीपल ऑब्सेशन सो दैट लाइक आपका एक तरीके से लिमिट ना हो जाए.
Just that your perspective should shift now and then.
Yeah, perspective shift होना चाहिए और आप पागल नहीं हो जाओगे. Like it like doesn't get to a place कि जहाँ पे people get scared to talk to you in parties कि bro तूने ये देखा क्या?
I think extremes of any kind are bad.
हाँ, extremes of obsessions are still okay, but I have multiple. नहीं, but like वो still can be unhealthy.
I just think extreme of anything is unhealthy.
Yeah.
And you should.
But then how do we define like extreme, right? क्योंकि
extreme is when you just close doors for any other person to walk in, or any other art form, artist, art, opinion to walk into your territory. You just refuse to listen. You don't even give that the room of doubt or scope to like just
हाँ ये हो जाता है ये थोड़ा वो नोआम चॉम्स्की जोन है जहाँ पे वो समझाते हैं कि इस साइड को हमेशा ये लगेगा ये सही है एंड लाइक दूसरी साइड को लगेगा वो सही है एंड it takes a lot of work to like break free from that
and learn where the balance lies.
Right. So yeah, obsessions abhi I think my obsessions are still stable because I have a life of my own.
This is what I was going to ask you. What is your obsession at the moment?
See, I love watching Barry, but like Barry का last episode आया है, but I still haven't watched it. Last week मैंने miss कर दिया था, and मैंने miss कर दिया था मतलब मैंने कुछ दिन बाद देखा था. But there have been only a few shows जिनके लिए मैं सुबह उठ के उस टाइम पे देखता था जब वो रिलीज हो रहा था होता था. IPL was one, not IPL per se. Rajasthan Royals has been an obsession, but I think you should kind of like challenge yourself in ways कि अगर आपको लगता है आप किसी चीज़ के बिना जी नहीं सकते, कोई आर्ट है या कोई आर्टिस्ट है, मत देखो. अब कल एक जैसे I walked out of the F1 race in the middle of it because I was sick, but I'm like कि बीच में आना चाहिए कि okay you miss an over. अगर आपको लगता है पूरा मैच नहीं मिस कर सकते, miss a over, miss a ball, right? Do something which is important then, क्योंकि otherwise ये हो जाएगा कि आपकी इसके अलावा कोई लाइफ ही नहीं है. इसका दूसरा तरीका ये है, अगर आपको लगता है आपके ऑब्सेशंस कम नहीं हो सकते तो, और मान लो आप किसी टीवी शो से बहुत एडिक्टेड हो, तो find the other obsession before the one is about to end.
I remember I had the like, so you always used to tell me कि oh ये show खत्म हो गया, I'm not feeling well, and then I would never understand it because the closest thing I was like, hey एक book खत्म हो जाती है and it was so sad it ends. Then I saw Succession season 3 and when it ended I asked you season 4 कब आ रहा है?
Yeah.
And you were like October of next year and I was like what?
Yeah.
एक साल और?
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely get your point. I think being obsessed with something is somewhat different than what nerding out about something is.
But I am talking about obsessions. Nerding out is still like वहाँ पे वहाँ की जो details है वो अलग है. मैं obsession की बात करना चाहता हूँ.
I think it happens to me in certain books where I'm like, hey, don't you dare disturb me, else I'll not be a nice person. If the book is really nice, I do not want to be disturbed. I do not know how to get back to doing other things. I do not want that time to end, and then it starts affecting every other aspect of my life.
मेरा ये भी मानना है कि it's okay to be obsessed, like even madly about things. Because
but then you have a heartbreak when something goes wrong in that book.
हाँ मतलब.
And then it takes time to recover because it's actual grief that you're going through.
Yeah.
And how do you explain it to people? Hey, I don't feel like eating food for the past few days because that character passed away in the book I was reading.
Dude, like I think Chalchitra started with this ideology because like we got obsessed with a few things. We found people who were obsessed with a few things and they just nerd out on it. But like I'll still like tell people the takeaway shouldn't be कि obsess नहीं करना. You can have multiple obsessions and just never let it get unhealthy. And I think the universe tells you when it gets unhealthy, right? Like आपके physical aspect of things में आपके दोस्त बता देंगे. They'll stop like talking to you in parties. Yeah, it will be very visible कि bro कि basically इसको एक ही चीज़ की knowledge है, right? तो but my biggest point here is don't stop it from letting you get obsessed about things. It's a beautiful feeling to really care about something. Obsession is like caring about something deeply, right? Yeah, like getting into the depths of things. And people don't do it anymore in the ADHD days, right? So I would still recommend people find your own Moneyballs, find your own Deborah Levy's, and don't let it stop you from getting obsessed. Obsession है यार सबके. मेरे I am an addict, you are an addict when it comes to obsessions, right? And just make sure it's in place and ask your friends कि यार like when does it make you roll your eyes. वो ऐसा कौन सा टॉपिक है जब मैं जिस चीज़ की बात चालू करता हूँ वो थोड़ा रियलिटी चेक दे देंगे. You not again. So Vaani is going to have like call all her friends and check कि इनके कौन से obsessions हैं.
Piss people off.
Yeah.
And you'll do the same.
हाँ नहीं मेरे को पता है, मेरे को बहुत लाते पड़ी हैं. People have like pointed it out in the parties. So yes, this was the topic for this video. One topic, one video. We'll be back soon with another one. Subscribe.